Hi, welcome to Game Tasters. I'm Sam.
And I'm Dave.
And this is our show where we go check out newly released video games and tell you what we think of them, whether they are worth buying, whether you should wait for them to go on sale, or if they're not even worth, playing. This week we are playing Red Dead Redemption 2, which is basically an adventure western game. It's open world, so it's kind of hard to nail down exactly how you would classify it, but it's the sequel to Rockstar's previous version of this. And Dave, you played the original one just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit. There actually also was a game before the first one called Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
There you know.
All right, well, let's go check it out. You've already been playing a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotten through the tutorial mode, so...
Yeah, I'd say I'm probably like 5-ish hours in, give or take.
Yeah, so that way they don't really have to watch, just the learning how to do things. So you get more of the actual game in there.
It's also a lot of just sitting on a horse and riding while you talk to people.
I like that.
It's nice, but it's not really conducive for talking over gameplay when it's just purely, hey, here's the story that we're going to ignore.
There's a dog!
Yeah, there's a dog there. But this game is confusingly labeled by being called Red Dead Redemption 2, but it is a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We, because I know during the intro part of the game, you saw the guy the character that you played in the first game. Mm-hmm. And I guess it was kind of showing how he got all the scars on his face.
Oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't really showing what happened. It was more like, oh, look, there he is with half his face bandaged up.
Yeah. What's this character's name?
Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan.
Did you get to, design how he looks, or?
No. You get to choose his clothes.
Okay.
And as the game goes, he grows, his beard grows a lot. And then you can you can always trim it. You can go to a place and trim it back, and you get control separately over the mustache, the chin, and the chops.
Okay.
So
awful lot of detail.
They give you a lot of control over his facial hair, so you can give him a really sweet handlebar. And also, depending on the weather of where you're at, you can certain outfits are too warm for them. Like we started in the snow, and I got you have this really heavy cloak that you wear from that, and then when you get down here, it's nice and warm, and so you can't wear it anymore.
Come over here. I want you to meet our
I have
friends.
this really cool duster.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, ain't you just a tough-as-teak mountain man?
Oh, you be quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly. Yes, he's a pussy cat. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Hey, come on, we know what you're about.
To a lady.
Excuse me.
Since when do you have to sweet talk hookers?
Hey, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, regular dandy and a
Yeah,
charmer.
I don't,
Where's Bill?
Oh, man.
maybe when
I
there's
dread to
enough,
think
if
about
there's a line of people, then they kind of have their choice of whoever. They don't have to just go to you. There's significantly more men here than women.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, to get into a fight. Okay.
I don't know why there's a brawl going on, but
Why not? It's fighting time. Boom.
punch him in the balls?
No, it's a gut punch.
You get your ass kicked.
I don't know what's happening.
Are you pressing the right buttons?
Oh, see, now it's telling me I press square to block, or I hold it. It wasn't telling me before. There we go. Knocked him out.
Slap that bitch. I think Javier needs your help.
One punch.
That guy had a glass jaw.
Come here, you little greaser.
Uh-oh, this guy might be a...
Just took one in the jaw and did not care. Jeez. How many? Do you have ribs anymore, man?
We ain't getting up from that. Arthur!
Oh, wait, I need my hat. Hold on.
Tough guy.
Oh, fine.
Is Is that a common thing where you just lose your hat?
It can get knocked off, yeah.
The amount of detail is kind of impressive, but it's also for like things that I never really...
No, I need my hat back.
Come on, pretty boy. Pretty boy? You're kidding me. Pretty boy?
He thinks you're pretty.
It's very kind of you, sir.
I am not for sale.
Hail that pea brain.
Is he like the proprietor of that whorehouse, or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Man, he really likes to go and grab me by the jaw.
Son of a bitch.
Or not the jaw, the neck. Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
More than that.
What's dodge? Dodge is circle?
Circle's punch. Square is kind of both. You hold square to block and to dodge, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Although I guess that grab really you kind of can't do anything about. This is not going well for me.
No. This reminds me of that epic Deadwood fight. Where they're just rolling around in the mud until the eye gets popped out.
I did not watch Deadwood.
How dare you, sir?
I did not have access to it for a really long time.
Well, now they're making a movie and you have no excuse.
Please, please, I beg
Time?
you, stop. Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of you?
I guess I did blow him up pretty darn bad.
No
Yeah,
business, sir,
but he threw me through a
please,
window.
I beg
He
you.
did. And he took off your hat.
Yeah, I want my hat back.
I don't think you're welcome in that establishment anymore.
New friends again, I see.
But they took my hat.
You insulted the whores.
It wouldn't let me go backwards to go get my hat.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very
Because there's a certain default hat that the game just gives you back. That wasn't one of them.
and miss all this glamour.
You really are. You really do want your hat.
Yeah, I have to pay for that.
Well, quite well indeed. I went to
Steal that guy's
Blackwater
hat.
looking for you, gentlemen.
Look how dumb I look. I don't have a hat on.
Popular
I'm
there.
just covered in mud. I want
There you
my
go.
hat.
All right.
See?
You
Much
got
better.
it back. And there's a bunch of... they all appear to be dead.
Yeah, but it's not letting me loot them.
This here's none of my concern.
It's like, most people who get knocked out unconscious in a fist fight are up by now. We had a full, 5-minute conversation outside.
Yeah, talked for quite a long time out there.
Damn, this looks really good.
Is that my horse or not my horse? Oh no, yeah, wait till it's daytime. I'm just getting close. Okay, where are we actually supposed to go? Let's see. There's Hosea. Ooh, hunting.
You want to go hunting?
There you go.
What are you?
All right,
You do some hunting.
we're gonna go hunting.
I wish.
I haven't used this rifle
I
yet.
saw a huge bear, one of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. Look, you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's
go!
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough
He's
couple
got a
of
little
weeks.
fur,
You need
fur in his
anything?
I
jacket.
don't think
Yeah.
so. I got all I need.
I've got a fur coat that I could wear, but
He's
So
a
you still
hunter.
ain't replaced Boadicea?
yeah, it should be too hot for
I
him
miss
though.
her.
But
She
maybe
was
the
quite a horse.
NPCs. It
This
doesn't
one's
matter.
okay, but ain't no boat to see.
Maybe he just
I've
runs
been
cold.
meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Could be.
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me, was out riding, so well, you know how it is.
I see.
Left him there.
If you
Came
hold
back in
down
the
the
next day and he woke up,
touchpad,
started right back drinking again.
and then you need to keep holding X. You don't need to hold the
I
touchpad
miss
anymore.
those boys.
Jenny, too.
And then if you
She
hit the
had some
touchpad again,
spot,
it'll
that
open
girl.
up. Or it'll
It
get
must
rid
be
of it.
pretty
But,
hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet
How
on
do I change angles?
R3.
Lenny and Jenny could never have worked.
But you need to
That's
be
like
in cinematic mode
Arthur
for
and
that to
Martha,
work.
or
Yeah, if you see the mini map, you're not in, and you
Right.
don't have
Yeah, maybe
the
you're
widescreen bars.
Just feel a bit like
That's
I
cool.
looked
I like
down
this.
with them, too.
This is a nice touch.
nonsense.
Yeah,
We'll be all right. Just need some.
I wish there was somehow a little more control over which
hope
camera
so.
angle you get, but
You found
Yeah,
a way to
I kinda hope
offload
there was
those
a
Cornwall
front one,
bonds
too.
yet?
Not yet.
that'd be cool.
They're still very hot.
I haven't found one
Need to
yet.
be
Actually, I
done
think
right.
one time I did have
I
them.
have a
put
couple
on-
of
put
leads
in
I'm
front.
looking into.
It's a little bit context sensitive based on where you're at.
Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
Oh, L3 to calm down the horse.
He's all right.
You have to hold it L3. Yeah, kind of pat and get her.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
All right, boy.
All right, boy.
There, boy.
Gotta calm yourself down there, boy.
Can we keep this horse?
Stables
Or do
are
we
just
have
up
to
ahead.
trade it? Or is this like they're training you to trade your horses?
I think this is probably it, and like teaching you how.
All right. Now let's sell her back.
Nah, you don't need to do that.
All right, partner.
Let's sell her to the glue factory.
And a fine new horse. I hope so.
I would love it if that was one of the missions. Just like,
animals.
go horse guy.
have
His
my word on
hoof
that.
hurt. Go sell it to the glue factory.
I mean, you do hunts and stuff, and you have to go skin the animals and everything. We need to find, if you can find a chance to get in a river, jump in it so we can clean
Not
off
me.
a bit.
A new...
Oh, that's
Covered in mud right now.
Some
Yeah, that
treats.
duster's looking a lot less cool
Appreciate it.
covered in mud.
All right, you. You treat this fella well.
And I guess
No,
that was a
he's
way
gonna
that you
look
could
after
like
you
clean the
just
horse
fine.
too, is by riding it through a river.
Okay.
You could also brush it, but
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Oh, just
Not
leave it.
that much.
Okay.
Where are
Well,
you going?
with some good care, you should be able to make something
you
of it.
one spinning around. Hit circle to stop, and then you can get on the horse.
He's tiny. It's like a little
All
pony.
right, let's get going.
All right, let's
Got
go
quite
kill
a ride
some
ahead of us.
bears or
Lead
something.
the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Ooh, let's go
Okay.
down by the water.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
Who are these people? Can I
You
shoot
know,
Please don't.
I was in this
What
area
happens?
with Bessie years
They
ago.
shoot back.
Probably they shoot back.
I
Probably
know
kill
that.
you because
I imagine you still miss
you know
her.
how to work
Every
the gun.
day.
Did you two
You just
ever-
aim and
And then
shoot,
even
right?
best case is you kill them,
We
and
did briefly.
I mean, yeah, you do
You don't
just aim and
remember?
shoot for the most part. But
Guess you were still young. Didn't last
best case
long.
is you probably get like a
drifted
bounty on
back
your head or
into it.
something. For
thought we were already
murdering
bad
people.
guys.
She knew what I was.
Yeah, but you don't have a
I
reputation in
remember
this
you not
area,
being around
so there's no
for a
like,
while, but
there's no
things were
warrant out for
looser
your
back
arrest
then.
or anything.
Well,
Truth
nobody
is,
would see it except
There's
for my
never
friend
really
here.
any getting out
He ain't talking.
and staying
You know,
in.
I've been playing this
It's hard.
mostly like kind of as a
You know
white
that.
hat so far,
But
so I
Bessie and I
haven't
made it
been
work.
just like indiscriminately
Why?
murdering
You
people.
thinking about
Yeah.
getting out?
So I haven't had to deal with
No,
what the
of course
consequences are.
Listen,
Yeah, if I was
Dutch's
playing this as a
grand plans
permanent
work.
game, then I
and
would
we
play
can
as a
make
white
enough
hat.
money
But
to go someplace new.
and I'm not going to screw up your
Really
game
new.
file by doing so.
Maybe we can
It's
all
fine. I'm
have a
pretty
new
sure there's a
start.
limited amount of harm you can do.
Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear.
Let's
shall we?
chase ourselves a bear.
Let's slip by the water
Are
here,
we
see
gonna
if
kill
he's
this bear
been
just
fishing
'cause?
again
For
recently.
hunting.
Yes. Reasons. It's very slow.
It's slow and it takes its time. And it's all about just like living and breathing in the world.
I think I
Spider-Man
lost
has
it.
a
There
lot.
it is.
Like Spider-Man has a lot of that too. It's just
Damn it.
way faster paced.
Looks like the trail ends here.
Okay, I thought I was just
We lost him?
doing
For now.
poorly.
A little
No,
optimism.
the trail
Arthur.
actually ends.
Well.
No, I actually lost it.
What do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work.
No tracking here? Or
No,
this
you
is
press
just-
right on the D-pad to open the satchel,
And
and then select out the bait.
nope.
There it is.
Use. I'm gonna bait right here in the
Oh,
open.
camera motion.
I was trying to figure out where he was putting it. I still don't
Go to the rocks.
really see it.
I think it's a brown thing on the ground. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright, now we go up here
Behind the rocks, yeah.
and wait with a gun.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Over there!
Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay?
Man, the
Seem nervous.
reticle is
So do you.
just a dot.
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
GTA did the same thing. I think that's just kind of what Rockstar does for most
Let's
of their
just
games.
take a look at that bait.
I mean, I appreciate the realism.
If you go in first person, you can aim down the sight that way.
Come on.
What is first person?
We only just
You
said it,
click
Jose.
the
I know,
touchpad a
but
couple
we need to do
times.
this right.
It changes how far out the camera is.
Ah.
And then if you do it again, it'll go in the first person.
There we go.
Well, you've still got a dot, but...
Hello, Hosea. What are you doing with my bait? Maybe. Oh, I have to inspect it. I was just ready to shoot Hosea.
Got your knife?
See, it was that brown thing. There's the bear.
Easy. No, it's too close.
What just happened?
So this is putting you in Deadeye mode. So yeah, the way Deadeye mode works is it just puts you with like you go into a slow motion thing. You just try to move the reticle around as much and highlight as many points that you can shoot as possible. And then when either when the timer runs out or you trigger it by pulling the trigger, then it'll just auto shoot all those points.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thought it was just really good.
That was fun.
I don't know.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him where to find some real big animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You saved my life, Arthur.
We just got done playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, not
a very small
yeah.
sliver of the game.
A side mission sort of thing. But you've been playing for a couple hours more than me. What do you think this game is doing well? What do you like about it? And also, like, where do you think it's failing and needs to work on?
I would say that it's really immersive. Like, the graphics in it are beautiful, and they do a good job of keeping most of the stuff on the screen to a minimum, so you can kind of just absorb how pretty the game is. I think it both benefits and suffers from its pacing. It's like it kind of, because it's so slow, it makes you take the time to really live in the world and kind of digest it. But also, it's like, we didn't film it, but it was like 4 hours basically of intro, like tutorial, before you get to the part where the game really opens up, and it's just, it can be a little too slow at times for its own good, I think.
Yeah, I think you basically hit everything that I was going to say. It's like, it's a beautiful game. I like the Old West. I think it looks and feels in every way fantastic. There's quite a few like menu, like hold this, press this, but you got to keep holding this and then do that. That really takes me out of it a lot. Like, I don't need to go through 5 menus to say I'm going to set up camp. So the pacing kind of turned me off, honestly. I was thinking about getting the game, and the pacing just kind of... I don't want to waste an hour of my life every day riding a horse to a location where I can take one shot at a bear and then ride back.
It does have much more exciting moments in the game, for sure.
I'm sure.
But yeah, especially early game, it's a lot of, look how pretty the hills are. Oh, you're going to go hunt for a little bit.
It is beautiful. There's no doubt about that. So Dave, where are you at? Do you think for at least, let's just say for casual gamers like myself, do you think it's worth buying right up front? It's $60. It's 100 gigabytes if you download it on your hard drive. Do you think it's worth buying? Would you recommend people wait for it to get lower in price, or you don't think it's worth it?
I would probably say for somebody that's like pretty casual about gaming, this one's a really big time sink. I think it probably will emotionally feel like it's worth it, but if you're just looking to get in, play something fast, have a little bit of fun, it's not going to be the game for you.
Yeah, I mean, me as a casual gamer, this was too much. It was too much. I don't think casual gamers like myself would actually enjoy the gaming experience of doing all the minutia of living in the Old West. It looks great. There's no doubt they put a lot into it, and it made a shit ton of money already. So I don't feel like we're not hurting them by saying I personally wouldn't buy this game, but it looks fantastic. That's it.
There you go. It's pretty.